Hello, and welcome to My Generation, talking about what my generation must do to ensure the freedom and prosperity of my generation and those to follow. I'm your host, Megan Zwerling, and on our launch episode, I'd like to set the tone for this show and do away with the partisan poison that has taken over our media and engage the American public, specifically my generation, in fact and logic driven discussion that's necessary to solve our nation's issues. So, this whole journey started a little over 3 years ago when I was prompted by two college application essays to choose an issue of importance to myself, my community, my generation, and discuss how this issue affected myself, my community, my generation. In short, I answered that government has become too large to sustain and too opaque to be accountable, which diminishes its ability to do the public good. To this, my dad said what I thought was a joke. Found out it wasn't. Let's write a book about this. So now we have Vigilance, the Price of Liberty. This is a nonpartisan collaboration from two generations, and we give the readers a working knowledge of the Constitution, move them through an analysis of the major issues that plague our country, and then 7 solutions moving forward to save America. So last week, my dad and I had the opportunity to go watch some Angels baseball. Now, we love summertime baseball, and we've been doing this for I don't know how long. And there truly are few things more American than enjoying a summer's night, watching some baseball with a cold beer and a great stadium hot dog. But here's the thing. My dad and I both have this issue with getting food on ourselves when we eat. Me, namely with mustard when eating hot dogs. And my dad, well, pretty much everything else, even though he won't admit it. So I'm getting a hard time on our way to the game to not get food on myself. So we eat, we drink, watch some baseball, come home, nothing's on me. Check. Next morning, I'm getting ready to go to the office. My mom comes in holding up my dad's shirt, and right underneath the Carolina Gamecock heading is this perfectly formed, undisturbed yellow dot of mustard. So I'm thinking I should document this, take a picture or something. He's never going to admit to it. But decide against it, let my mom take the shirt down to the wash. See my dad that day, tell him about it. What does he do? Deny it. He knew what happened. It's completely in line with his nature. I mean, he even went so far as to accuse my mom of planting the mustard stain. Now, of course, we're joking around, but I couldn't help but comment on my dad's very political maneuvering about this mustard stain accusation. And then I thought, most politicians do this with anything, big, small, deny, deny, deny. That is, until there's enough evidence against them, in which case it's apologize, apologize, apologize. Now, my dad's no politician, nor is he going to apologize. But for a government official, someone who's been elected or appointed to serve the American public, to have such a flagrant disregard for those he's been elected or appointed to serve, that's beyond disrespectful and childish. It's dangerous. We need to ensure the transparency of government officials. I mean, here we are left with a government that is trillions of dollars in debt and wrought with waste, fraud, and abuse of taxpayer money because we, the American public, have a collective lack of vigilance and allowed these politicians to get away with this, to deny up front and apologize later. And the saying that it's better to beg forgiveness than ask for permission does not apply to our government officials. I don't know how we've allowed this to happen. We've come so far from our founding, and we really need to not only demand better from our government officials, but we need to become better ourselves. This starts with learning our nation's history, We need to read the Constitution and our founding documents in general. And you can find links to all these documents, like the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, Federalist Papers, Anti-Federalist Papers, all on our website, www.usvigilance.com. And get informed. Watch multiple news sources, read different points of view, so you can get the full picture and do away with this partisan poison that we're trying to do away with here on My Generation. So let's get informed, America, and be vigilant. Thank you for watching this episode of My Generation, and join us next week for another great episode. Remember to visit our website, like I said before, www.usvigilance.com, where you can not only find those important links, but also buy our book, Vigilance, The Price of Liberty, What You Can Do Today to Save America Tomorrow. And also, there's links to our Facebook and Twitter accounts on there. And be sure to check out our blog on Sundays, and now on Wednesdays as well, at bevigilantbefree.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching. This is Megan Zwerling. Be vigilant, be free.